His thoughts were recognized as messages. Sarah relayed the message directly through Mark's auditory systems, making it seem as if the person talking was inside his head. "General Ortiz, this is Colonel Ty. The government has authorized all of us to assault the Citadel." Mark had Sarah patch in his direct subordinates, Dodger, Jarek, Ava, China, Evans, and Rachel. "The Citadel is the EMF headquarters." Sarah translated his thoughts into words and sent it to those connected to the net automatically in less than a millisecond. To any normal human, it would be a burst of static. The others on the net sent their feelings of acknowledgement. It was unexplainable. He just knew they understood and accepted the information. "Shit. I didn't think that they'd approve it so fast, especially with the Legion above us," the man identified as General Ortiz growled. Mark was on close protection detail with his near-quarter centuria of 28 other mergers. They'd arrived in Sol System 4 months ago, getting not much more than a greeting party of fighters, which any of the 5 ships in their force could have ripped apart with ease, and the president of Earth and her colonies saying they were sorry, but they'd have to wait, as they were still dealing with the crisis on Giles Prime. Giles Prime was where Earth and her colonies found out that they were indeed not alone in the galaxy. There were aliens that were hell-bent on taking their planets over, and figures from centuries in the past stepped out from nowhere. The 9th Legion, recorded as killed in Scotland or moved to another area of Rome's reach at the time by historians, suddenly reappeared to bail Giles out and save them from the Moroccan herds that descended in their assault boats by the millions. "It seems that their corporate sponsors want protection, so they're clearing house. They're using loyalty scans as well," Sarah said to them all. Mark and Ortiz, a light hour away from each other, hissed. China gave Mark a questioning look. Sarah read him perfectly, cutting in the legate of the 9th, Damus, the man in charge of Roma's legions. "Loyalty scanners scan a person to see if they're lying or not, and then implant a chip if they're loyal to a person completely," Mark explained while Sarah used a step-down program, so it was at a speed Damus would understand. "If that ever changes, the chip turns into a nasty nanite swarm, killing the host." The merger's anger rose at this. Each of them knew the capabilities of nanites intimately, and a human's ability to account for loyalty, meaning that everyone who had a chip was basically already dead. "General, I believe there's nothing more we can do," Colonel Ty said. "Fuck. It was overboard when they made me make a damn plan to get one of those phantoms. Fucking bastards," Ortiz cursed. "Which reminds me, stop calling me General. I got a release after that." Mark's eyes flashed red with anger as memories seeped back of a shell of armor, plasma burns cutting into the armor so dark it was purple, and the headless suit. The first mergers they'd lost, Horlem and Freucht. Barely controlled fury raged over the merger's net. Mark could hear the ringing through the ship's bulkheads as a few let their rage out. "How?" "I added it into the plan. If they used it, they fired me." "Mr. Ortiz," corrected Colonel Ty. "Mr. Ortiz," the colonel said hurriedly. Obviously the words sounded unnatural to the speaker. "You mean to say we're being run by those bureaucratic bastards?" "Yes." "Shit. They kept that from us, too. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck their tests. Fuck their automatic retirement. I fucking quit." Everyone on the channel saw as the paperwork for release was submitted. "As of now, retired Colonel Ty looking for employment, retired General Ortiz." "Damn it, Show! General, I think the first thing we need to get in order is the government. Show, we're the military. We obey orders," Ortiz said harshly. Steel rang through his voice. "Yes, to protect the public, not bureaucrats and their corporate owners." "You may have a point there," the general said, thinking before he reacted. "But there's no telling what they might do." "Yes, but I know I'd rather be a free man than in a military running loyalty checks and trying to get me to kill the people who saved one of our damned worlds." Steel filled the colonel's words. "Agreed. So, as one free man to another, I think we need to..."